For folks who aren't familiar with a tribal chairman, what is it that they do?
It is my honor to be elected as a Agua Caliente tribal chairman. I've been on council since 2014, first elected at the member position. I was later elected via special election to the vice chairman's position following the unfortunate passing of Larry Ollinger. Larry was someone I was very close with. He did teach me a lot. I spent countless days, hours, talking to him, learning about the tribe, his experiences. He had been through so much, so just being able to sit with him and learn from someone who had such a wealth of knowledge about this tribe. It was a great benefit that I was happy to take advantage of. I am one member of a 5-person council, right? It's not just the chairman that does everything. It's all the tribal council. This tribal council is very involved in the day-to-day operations of our sovereign government. We have myself, Vincent Gonzalez III, he's a vice chairman. We also have newly elected and newly seated Secretary Treasurer Savannah Sobel, as well as Councilmember Jessica Norte and Councilmember John R. Preckwinkle III. We are very involved in the day-to-day operations of this government. We have a very strong council. We work very, very hard. And I'm very fortunate to be serving with them.
What are some of the responsibilities that you have?
Lots of responsibilities. If it was an easy job, anyone would do it. I take this job very, very seriously. I'm not just representing a company, I'm representing people, right? So these are very serious issues that we're dealing with. And I take a lot of time, put a lot of thought into the decisions I make, so that I can make the right decision. But it's not just me, right? I have to listen to members. I have to listen to tribal council, and we all work as a group, right? We're much stronger together, and I'm very fortunate to be able to work with the people that I do work with.
You mentioned serious issues. What did you mean by that? Like what types of issues?
We have a variety of very serious issues. One of the main ones that we've been working on is the water litigation. This tribe filed a suit in 2013. And I can't speak much about the case right now because we are in a period of mediation. And it's something I think about every single day of trying to do the right thing. One of the most exciting projects that I'm fortunate to be a part of is the new Agua Caliente Cultural Plaza in downtown Palm Springs. That project will be, in my opinion, one of the most important projects this tribe has ever built. The reason for that is because we will have the ability to educate the public about who we are as a people, our traditions. It is going to bridge the gap between old traditional life up to modern times, right? So we're going to be able to educate the public about who we are. And the most important part about that is it is told by us. It is not another organization, another museum talking about the Agua Caliente tribe. It is through our own voices. The power of that is incredibly significant. It is something I get chills about just thinking about it. Being able to walk that site. Council is very involved in that site. And we walk there very often looking at the progress of those buildings. Obviously, we have the museum. And right across the way on the same site will be the spa facility. What is exciting and what is significant and important about that facility is the hot mineral spring water. That water is the heart, it is the soul of this tribe, and we very much look forward to bathing in those waters and educating the public about those waters, letting the public fully understand what those waters are about. And it's very important that when visitors come here from not just across the state or around the country, but as you know, in this area, we get visitors from all over the world. So when they come here to Palm Springs, they're going to walk that site and they're going to learn about the Agua Caliente tribe. We've been here thousands of years. And this is a project that my tribe has been envisioning, dreaming, if you will, for well over 30 years. So the fact that I'm in this position now during this time, as it is all coming to life, it's incredible. It really is. This is something that it's a project that really started under former Chairman Jeff Gruby. He's someone I have a great amount of respect for. He taught me a lot, and what he was able to accomplish under his leadership is amazing, and I'm happy to succeed him.
Did you ever think that one day you would become tribal chairman?
That is a great question, Peter. Great question. So I graduated from Cal Baptist University in 2011, and at that time I had I was living over there. I moved back down to Palm Springs summer 2011, and I started coming to meetings a little bit more often, started to get a little bit more involved. It's very hard when I was in school because I was going to school full time. So when I did come back down here and started getting more involved, I was appointed to a couple committees. The old Agua Caliente Cultural Museum Executive Board. And I was later, I served as a proxy to Tribal Council in 2013. 2014 was when I was first elected. I was elected in 2014 to be on Tribal Council simply for the fact of wanting to give back to my tribe. My tribe has provided myself along with every member with so many great opportunities, and being able to give back and help future members is something I'm very passionate about. It's not just about our generation. I think it's incredibly important that we remember the decisions we make today. It's not just for us today, but it's for future generations moving forward, right? It's what the previous generations did for us. You look at the struggles that they went through to get us to where we are today. Now, it is our job in this generation to continue that path of moving forward.
So then when did you decide, I want to do more than just be on the council? I want to be the tribal chairman. And how did that come about?
Yeah, no, I think that's a great question, Peter. It is something that, as I said before, I take these positions very seriously. And following the passing of Larry Olinger, someone I was very close with, I had such great respect for him as a person. And when he passed, that was very tough for me. He was someone I was very close with. And, I don't know if really anyone plans on every step of their life. You can have an idea, but it all depends on the situation in front of you, right? Is this the right thing to do? And it is something that I think about very often before I make these decisions. Is this something, am I the best person for this position, right? And if I don't think I am, then I wouldn't do it.
Did you ever think that as a child you would be following in your father's footsteps?
That's a great question. That's a very good question. What Dad wanted for his family, his kids, was to be successful in whatever they did, right? So would he be proud of myself? I'm sure. But he'd be proud of all of his kids. He'd be proud of all of members. He'd be proud to see where this tribe is today. The work that continues to be done day in and day out to see where we are 10 years later today, he'd be incredibly proud.
What do you think your dad would say about you becoming tribal chairman?
Dad's focus, what Dad would want to see this tribe succeed, right? He served this tribe for, it was over 30 years. He worked very hard he worked very hard on moving the tribe forward. And when you do something for over 30 years, you care a lot about it. He cared a lot about this tribe. He cared a lot about the membership. He cared a lot about the team members. We're all one family here. He would be happy to see where we are at today through the leadership of, like I said, Chairman Gruby, Vice Chair Gonzalez, who was Secretary Treasurer at the time. He really stepped up. We have a very involved, very hardworking council and a very involved membership, and we all work as one, moving the tribe forward.
Just recently, Congressman Ruiz spoke about your dad at the Capitol.
Mm-hmm.
And now there could be a post office in Palm Springs named after your father,
Yes.
Richard. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it is an incredible honor to have a post office named after one of our tribal members. Right? Watching Congressman Ruiz introduce us and talk about a member of this tribe on the House floor, right? Do I think it was great that it was my dad? Sure. But the key to that is that an Agua Caliente Band of Kuya Indians tribal member was being honored on the House floor.